Okay. Oh, it's working. Ah. Alright, that was a false start.
Join us on a stroll through the strange, frightening, but always intriguing world of the unexplained. Join us as we tiptoe through the darkness with your hosts, Lizzie, and I'm Bethany. Okay, you are a piece of crap.
You know this is because you stopped eating
You
sugar.
muted it, and then that whole...
Okay,
I would
this
like
is
everybody
because...
to know that it was really beautiful, and it was perfect. And because of you and your shitty nail-polished fingers, you muted it, and we lost it.
I can't.
No, I'm not helping you now.
Alright.
I haven't had sugar in days.
You're mean.
And I've already taken it out on people who are stupid on the road. People who are stupid when they call me. Stupid people. I haven't taken it out on my husband or my children.
Well, good. Then you have someone to root for. The Jersey Devil.
Yes, okay, so today we're talking about the Jersey Devil. Not talking about how sugar is poison and horrible for your body, but it's so good.
Like cocaine.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, I so want it. No, I want to be able to close my jeans.
Without killing somebody with the flying button?
Yes. Oh. Okay, anyway, don't listen to me. Please don't feel bad for me. Don't cry for me.
You're the idiot that decided to die before Halloween. I know, I'm there with you.
Okay, so anyway, we're back to the Jersey Devil. So, okay, so I did some research.
Research.
Don't do that hand signal. I did research. Research is when you look things up.
Yes.
And I looked it up.
On YouTube?
I did not go to
Wiki?
YouTube once. Is there videos of Jersey Devil on YouTube? So, we're talking about the Jersey Devil, and I did do my research. We are going to begin. You want me to give a little background on New Jersey?
Yes.
Okay. So, New Jersey is on a peninsula. Okay? And it was... people started coming there, immigrating there, really in 1673. There had been a couple people before then, but all of a sudden there was a rush of people coming down from New York and New England areas to settle in New Jersey. Okay?
You didn't just read the wiki page, did you?
No, I did read it, but I'm not copying it word for word. That's plagiarism.
Okay. Well, then you're at least a lot better than several YouTubers.
Really?
Yeah,
Isn't that plagiarism?
They'll repeat it word for word. No one cares.
I care. That's dishonest.
There's multiple editors, so who's going to go for the plagiarism claim?
Because okay. I'm many things, but I am honest. Most of the time.
Mm.
Anyway. New Jersey. Well, now you made me miss what I was... Oh, okay, yeah. So, the large majority of settlers came in 1673. Now, this is important. They came from the New York... I almost said Reno. New York and New England areas. And they came and converged. And for 28 years, between 1674 and 1702, it grew by exponential proportions. So.
As New York does.
No, this is New Jersey. It's not New York. Those are separate places.
In my mind, they're the same.
I know in your mind. It must get crowded in there. Anyway, so there was always superstitions about creatures and whatnot. And they started seeing, the reports go back to around the 1700s of seeing demonic, evil, goat-like creature. And they started calling it the Jersey Devil. But before it was known as the Jersey Devil, it was known as the Leeds Devil or the Leeds Demon. Okay, and let me explain why. Benjamin Franklin, our bold, bald, pudgy little friend who liked to be naked all the time.
Wow, someone is... Nothing wrong with wanting to be naked all the time.
Not saying that. Did you know that he was so popular that they had his picture on wallpaper?
Yes.
And on toilets and on cigarette holders?
Mm-hmm.
They had... I'm just saying. He was the first pop star.
I would love one of those toilets.
I know you would. Not toilets, chamber pots. Same thing, but different.
Did they have toilets back then? They didn't have toilets back then.
They had, you could go into a place and you sit down on a bench and take a poo. I mean, it wasn't communal at that time. Well, there were some places
but it wasn't a toilet.
Well, where else do you shit? In a toilet?
No, well, when I think of toilet, I think flushing mechanism, this whole
pot
thing.
Those didn't come in until the 1800s.
Yeah.
No. I don't. Scratch that. Take it off the record. I'm not sure. I'm going to do some research. And I will.
On toilets.
Yeah.
Our next episode, toilets.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, Benjamin Franklin, who was best friends with, or he may have been, a serial killer, but we'll talk about that on a different day. Anyway.
Why did you bring it up then?
Because how many people know that Benjamin Franklin might have been a serial killer? How many people? How many people? They don't teach you that in school. Oh no, they give you all these stupid stories. They don't say, hey, he was an exhibitionist. Hey, he liked to sleep with women. He was part of
a lollipop, please.
No, okay, I'm sorry. He was part of the Hellfire Club. They don't tell you that.
I'm about to throw sugar cubes at you from the corner.
Anyway, Benjamin Franklin was making this thing called the almanac.
And what was the almanac?
The New England Almanac, right?
Yeah. No, he was Poor Richard's almanac.
Oh, is that what his was named?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, there was this guy. Sure. There was this guy named David.
I thought it was Donald Leeds.
You know what? Who's telling this? You or me?
Oh, no, you are. You got it.
His name was Daniel Leeds, like I said. Okay, so Daniel Leeds.
Cracking research.
Daniel Leeds. He was publishing the Competition Almanac. So Benjamin Franklin, the balding, pudgy, bold,
but sexy,
maybe serial killer, womanizing little man that we know. He never put a key on a kite that Anyway. He and his friends started passing rumors about Daniel Leeds, calling him that he was a devil and he was satanic. And the people in New Jersey were upset with Leeds because he was publishing things that didn't stand up to their Quaker values. He was putting in astrology.
Astrology?
That's the one. And it was upsetting them. They said that was blasphemous and not Christian. So his family, they settled down in what's known as Leeds Point along Leeds Road. So why am I telling you these fascinating facts? Because this leads into the Jersey Devil. Because his...
Did you tell the origin story of the
That's what I'm getting.
Okay.
I really need sugar. Okay, so this leads into a family member. The Leeds family, okay? And it became folklore that in the Pine Barrens, which is in the south of New Jersey, there was, according to the folktale, the Jane Leeds, who was also going to be known as Mother Leeds, was pregnant with her 13th child. Okay? She wasn't having that because anyone with children know more than 2, it's like a hayride through hell.
Isn't there like a drop box for extras?
I love my children. But there are days when they leave to go to school that I'm like, why? I should have watched TV. Anyway, I should have watched TV instead of getting pregnant.
I got the reference. I should have danced all night.
Okay, don't sing. That's wrong. Anyway, in 1735,
I am mildly tone deaf.
Mother Leeds goes into labor, and she was frustrated. And she was like, shit, a 13th child, this is going to be the devil. Now, they don't know if she said it's going to be the devil, or that she says, may the devil take him, or she was a witch. It's all leading into that. But since there was so much going around,
because it's
that the Leeds family were evil.
More than that, because pregnant women are constantly screaming out shit.
I didn't.
Oh. You had a cesareans. You were doped up. You don't know what you were saying.
That is not how cesareans work. But thank you very much.
You were doped up. Have a lollipop.
So, as the story goes, some of them say that the creature exploded from her belly and it had wings and hooves and it flew around the room and smacked everybody with its tail and then flew up the chimney. Okay, that's one story. Another story
I'm assuming she died from that?
No, she lived.
From it exploding out of her belly?
Yep. Okay, and then the second story is that she gave birth to a normal, beautiful child.
That's a perfectly good exit hole. Sorry.
And when the child was born, it was beautiful and perfect, but it slowly wrinkled into a demon-looking creature with hooves and a long tail and wings, and then it screeched and flew out the window. Okay? So you could believe either one. But,
or
here's the weird thing.
Neither.
You could believe either of them. I mean, something happened. Anyway, in her husband filed, you gotta file with the, what's that thing called? Where you gotta give your name and all the information.
Missing persons?
What?
But for what?
A census.
Oh, okay.
Missing persons. Anyway.
I don't know. He had a baby missing. He just flew out the window.
He did a census, and they have that on record that he did say he had 12 children. Okay, so,
Since, yes, there's
the census. You can take out the part where I couldn't remember the word.
Yes.
And we'll just go.
No, I'm not going to remove that word.
So her husband did the census, and it's on public record that these people did exist. There was a Jane Leeds, and that her and her husband had 12 children.
But not 13. He didn't count the one that flew out the window.
Well, it died or disappeared, so why would they count it? It's gone.
That's cold. It's your child. It might be flapping somewhere out there.
I always thought I would love my child, even if it was deformed.
Then again, after 12 kids, who's to say what's your kid anymore?
Really? You just think you're dead
Throw
inside?
it in the pile? Yes.
Okay, I watched this movie this one time.
Yes.
And the husband comes back. It was that one with Kevin Costner and... Crap, I can't remember what his name is. And it was where they were the...
Robin Hood.
Okay, I have problems with Robin Hood. Real quick on a side note. It was the first time I got to see a man's ass, and I was very excited. So I went over to my friend's house. We were going to watch this movie, okay? First off, her grandmother kept on turning on the light on us, saying you can't watch TV in the dark or it'll destroy your eyes.
Wait,
then,
how old are you?
I think it was about 11 or 12.
How did I see men's asses before you did?
Well, it's not the best ass I ever saw was Liam Neeson, but that's that's separate.
Yeah, he's a
So I got excited.
good ass.
He's got an amazing ass. It was beautiful. Oh my god. Anyway, let's get back. So we get the movie, we play it, we put it on. Kevin Costner. I'm sure you're a fine actor, but that was not a fine ass.
We are editing this. I don't need Kevin Costner fans emailing us and telling me to burn in hell.
Okay, it wasn't the greatest looking ass. I'm not saying it's badass. He's nice looking, especially now that I'm an adult. But when I was a little kid,
Scratch that. I don't think Kevin Costner has a bunch of raving fans.
He might. I heard he's a nice guy.
I'm sure he is a nice guy.
No, I'm just saying. It wasn't the ass of my dreams. Liam Neeson, on the other hand. Oh my god. He was in a shower scene. It was a movie. He still had his accent.
You know that we usually yell at men for being this shallow?
I could be a little shallow. I haven't had sugar in a very long time!
Okay. Alright.
And I've been sick. I couldn't enjoy my husband's attentions. So you know what?
Well, someone let Kevin Costner know that if he needs ass donations...
No, he's got a fine looking butt now. I'm just saying.
Kevin Costner does now?
I think so. I mean, he doesn't look bad. But I'm an adult now, so my sense of what's a hot ass and what's not has changed.
Well.
Okay, anyway. So
Census!
He took a census. And
yes, they had 12 children.
they had 12 children.
We
So, I mean,
established this.
that's a historical fact. And they were Leeds. So, anyway. Is the Jersey Devil the Leeds Devil? Is it Mother Leeds' child? I don't know. But here's the description from Wikipedia of what the Jersey Devil is.
Okay, here we go into the real facts.
This is Wiki. How do you know? They're not lying. You don't know that they are.
Well, we don't know they're being honest.
I would have gone to those other websites, but I was afraid they'd hack the computer or something. They were kind of shady looking. I don't know anything about computers.
It's the shady ones that have the best facts.
When people ask me what my husband does, I just say and I move my fingers back and forth and say, computer stuff. I don't know.
Good, because otherwise it looks like a very bad masseuse.
Could you imagine him? Okay. It's just funny because he's 6'4" and I'm 5 foot on a good day.
I just like imagining your husband's hands on other people's bodies.
No, he wouldn't like that.
You would not want that.
I love you, baby.
God.
Okay. Anyway, in southern New Jersey...
Love has no place on this podcast.
Oh my god! Am I going to read this?
Yes. Yeah. You're the one who had to spend several minutes talking about Kevin Costner's ass.
It was a side note. I said it was a side note. I took it away from the main topic. Okay. Side note.
Okay.
Side note. You're pissing me off. Okay. So, Jersey Devil.
Okay.
In southern New Jersey and Philadelphia folklore, the Jersey Devil, also known as the Leeds Devil, see, that's why I told you about the Leeds, is a legendary creature said to inhabit the pine barrens of South Jersey. The creature is often described as a flying biped with hooves, but there are many variations. The common description is that of a kangaroo-like or a weevil-like creature.
Those
That's
are
weird.
like two
With a
totally
goat?
different creatures.
I know, with a goat or horse-like head, leathery back wings, horns, small animal arms with clawed hands, legs with cloven hooves, and a forked tail. It has been reported to move quickly and is often described as emitting a high-pitched, blood-curdling scream, like "ah!" kind of thing. Probably not quite like that.
I don't think it like that at all.
So, that is the Jersey Devil. That's the legends behind it. You have a bunch of stories to tell.
Yes. Well, first of all, I want to just say that I'm not saying that there isn't something there. I just think that the lead story is clearly bogus.
What? Why is it clearly bogus?
Because, first of all, you knew that the people who made the story hate the Leeds family.
Well, yeah.
Second of all, I mean, they had 12 children. I mean, it's easy to make something up after that. It's clearly made up.
I do not follow your line of logic.
Okay. So I was looking at if there is a cryptid, who would know about this cryptid more than anyone? Well, the Native Americans that lived there.
Ooh, okay, that's true.
Okay.
I want to hear this one.
So there were several tribes that lived there. They would hunt in the Pine Barrens.
Mm-hmm.
But the one that I focused on was the Lenape. And if I'm mispronouncing any of this, I am so sorry.
We mispronounce everything.
But they are part of the Algonquin Nation.
That's the way I've heard it pronounced before.
Yeah, that's how I'm going to pronounce it. So, which is most of the tribes in Canada and lower from there. So they have 3 creatures that they said inhabited the Pine Barrens. First of all, there is the Yakima Wake, which was giant hairless men-eating bears.
Are you saying it's the Bigfoot?
A hairless Bigfoot?
Well, that's weird. That's just like a dude. A dude is out there hunting and eating bears. Okay, go on.
The Wimatagunnis, which is like the Pukwudgie, which is like magical trickster dwarves.
Oh, okay. So like brownies?
Kind of.
In the same family.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the Petahawkwayok, which is powerful flying beings often depicted as a blend of human and bird. Sometimes they're more bird, sometimes they're more human. Sometimes they have human parts, but mostly bird.
So that could be, like
right?
a batwing?
And they are sometimes, in the legends, they are both depicted as villains and heroes. It's whatever strikes their mood at the time.
So it's like a human being. It's just,
yeah.
You're a dick. You can be treated as a dick.
And they were able to control the weather.
Oh, so there's storm.
So I'm thinking maybe they saw this and they immediately connected it to the family that they hate up there and made up the lead story. I think there's a creature. I just don't think it's connected to the leads.
Okay, so you think that there was a creature there that maybe the myth with the leads just blended in so well with...
yeah.
Especially since they were
It's
calling
a good
her
story.
Witch.
You know? Okay, so now that we've gotten over those, I wanted to go over the sightings to see if what creature the sightings match with.
Okay.
First, and my favorite, in Burlington, 1812, Napoleon's older brother, Joseph Bonaparte, the man who had once been king of Spain and Naples.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
He claimed that the Jersey Devil was a hissing, winged, horse-headed, bird-legged creature. And if you can't trust an alcoholic ex-king, who can you believe?
Oh, and he was a dickhole. So that's pretty, that's interesting. And it's got, you know what though? Hey, hold up. Oop, go back. He would say it was a horse-like head because, Europeans had horses. But if you're going way, way back before horses were in North America, they would describe it as some other kind of animal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it could be the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely doesn't sound like a giant hairless man-eating bear. But But it does sound like that. I'm going to try to pronounce it again. Pethokwayok, which the flying blend of human and bird.
Oh. Jersey Devil just kind of rolls off your tongue a little bit better.
Only because you are so very white.
That's true. Okay.
Anyway, so the next one. I do like this one. The creature was seen and attacked in 1909 by Navy Commander Stephen Decatur.
Good job.
Who claimed to fire a cannonball at it. It went through the creature, but did not bring it down or phase it.
Don't you think that's... itchy.
She is molesting lollipops.
No, that's... Don't make me sound dirty. It was itchy. Doesn't that sound like he was drinking a little bit? Are you allowed as
he
a
was
sailor?
Out there.
He's a sailor, right?
No, he was testing. Well, I don't know, but he's Navy, so
okay,
naval. But he was testing the cannonballs out there.
Oh, I was just gonna say, can any Navy guy?
He's
just
not
walk
just
over
drunk with the out there shooting cannonballs like, get the giant birdie.
See, well, he could have been. Who knows?
But I mean, that does sound like a mystical creature, doesn't it? I mean, if you the Leeds Jersey Devil is a physical creature.
Wait a minute, you just jumped ahead. What about between the 1700s and then that was in 1909? 1909.
There is a lot of sightings. I am cutting to the interesting ones.
Okay. Go on.
Okay. And in 1927, a taxi driver claimed a large winged creature was pounding the roof of his taxi. All the reports I have read on the sighting give no details beyond that, and many suspect a large owl. This happened in the middle of the night in the dark, could be blamed for the minor description.
Were there any marks on his taxi?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why people think it was an owl.
But
owls don't attack taxis.
They're pretty damn smart.
They go for the little creatures. Alright, so I mentioned that just because, taxi driver being attacked is kind of fun.
Because we're leading up to your favorite?
We passed my favorite.
Which one was your favorite? The drunk sailor.
No, Napoleon.
Oh, okay.
Okay. In 1972, Mary Christensen spotted the Jersey Devil in her rear view mirror. It stood upright like a man, with the head of a horse and the back legs of a goat and leathery wings. Her description is very much like the typical picture of the Jersey Devil, and not so much like Bonaparte's at all.
Well, why isn't it similar to Bonaparte's? It had a head like a horse.
Because, and I wrote it down, because he had said that his creature had bird legs, and this, she says, has goat legs.
But
and the two are very distinctly different.
But the Native Americans said that it could be any mixture of animals.
No, they said it was a mixture of bird and man.
Well, I mean, did they have goats in America?
Yeah, there's goats. There's mountain goats in Maine.
Are they native to America?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. That takes that away.
In 1993, John Irwin, a forest ranger who had spotted the devil, a 6-foot-tall horned with thick black fur.
That's a costume.
It has been said to have been a black bear, but couldn't a forest ranger tell the difference?
No. Okay, hold up. 1 second. Do you remember when we were kids and I said I saw the predator?
Yeah. And it was just the sun hitting the concrete?
Yeah. But it shimmered. It wasn't hitting concrete. It was in the rocks. And something was moving. Maybe I saw a ghost. Maybe. This was at Pyramid Lake. And anybody who does any research on Pyramid Lake knows there's a lot of ghostlies and ghoulies.
But not a predator.
I just didn't know. My brain, I was young, and my brain was trying to make sense of what I was seeing.
Okay.
So maybe you have a forest ranger. They see something, so they're trying to make sense out of it, and that's why you get that.
Or maybe the reasons that people are seeing different kinds of creatures is because they're looking at different kinds of creatures. Maybe one of them's looking at this bird man of the native people, or they're looking at this puck-edgy creature.
Or maybe. Okay, follow my line. Hold on, stop. Listen. What if Jane Leeds was going out and picking blueberries, okay?
Okay.
And she was like, shit, I got 12 kids, and my husband's not doing it for me anymore. And she came along the path of one of those.
I thought you were going somewhere else with that.
One of those things. And maybe, kind of like Bigfoot porn, they got together, and that's how she got pregnant, and she gave birth to what we know as the Jersey Devil.
She would have had to be super horny.
Back in the day, I mean, you know, they slept in their underwear and wore their underwear part of their everyday dress.
So if you saw a man that was half bird and half man, if it was just say the man, mostly man and bird wings, that's an angel.
There you go. We have solved it on this podcast. Everybody, this is the Jersey Devil. It's half the Native American creature and half.
You're not even going to try to pronounce it, are you?
No. Because in the last podcast we did, I might have messed up a bit when I was saying all those British terms and things. So I'm not going to attempt it.
Because, they would have to cross an ocean to get to you.
Exactly. Thank you.
So it's okay.
But seriously, what if maybe that's what we've got with the creature? Anyway, go on with your stories. I'm right, though.
No, that was my last one.
No. So
I think the lead story is bogus.
You would because it's mine. That's why.
Wow, you need sugar.
Really need sugar.
I know. You just immediately went into the attack there.
I apologize, but I am right.
You apologize to me too?
No.
Okay. All right. So, but I do think I am a believer in the cryptids, and I think it's definitely these creatures from the Lene people.
Okay, there was also a supposed attempt by priests to exorcise the devil out of the Pine Barrens. So there might be a lot of stuff going on down there that was scaring them. But
okay. So I heard a lot, during the research where they were like, the Native Americans called it the land of the dragon, and they stayed away from it. But then when I did the actual research, they hunted there. They weren't afraid of the Pine Barrens. There wasn't something. This wasn't like Pet Cemetery where the Native people tell you to stay away from there. They went in there all the time.
So they weren't afraid of these creatures.
They weren't afraid of the creatures. And honestly, how many people in here were attacked by the Jersey Devil?
I'm sure there's stories of people getting attacked.
That guy shot him with a cannonball and he got nothing.
Wait, hold up. I just thought of something. So,
it's a miracle when it happens.
The Jersey Devil was in the water when the guy shot a cannon at it?
No, it was in the sky flying.
Was this at night or during the day? I can't remember.
It was during the day. He was testing cannonballs.
So a big-ass man bird flies past, and his thought process was to shoot it down with a cannonball.
Yeah.
And he missed?
No, he hit it.
Oh, he hit it!
That's what I said. He hit it, and it just kept flying. Didn't even phase it.
Okay.
That shot it's a cannonball. It would have taken down Wolverine.
No, it wouldn't have.
Yeah, it would.
Okay, a little bit, but, I mean,
if he had a hole in the center of him, it would. Yeah. Okay, I know. Wolverine has adamantium bones, so it would have just ricocheted off of him.
So,
but
did he say the cannon bounced off of it? Went through it?
Went through it.
Oh, just went through its body? Like it wasn't even there? Like it was a projection?
Like an alcohol-sucked mirage.
Thank you! That's where I was going!
Or, like it is a supernatural creature.
Did it come back to attack him or anything?
Okay, the point is, that Bonaparte's brother, Napoleon's brother, and king, a man that is not going to have his already sullied reputation sullied worse.
I don't know about
said
that.
He saw a bird-legged creature. And you know what? I'm sticking by that.
Oh, well, if Napoleon's brother said it.
A hissing. This thing, it didn't roar, it didn't growl, it hissed.
Maybe it was somebody, did he shoot at it or try to capture it?
I believe he did try to shoot it, but then he ran off.
It was somebody wearing a mask hissing at him, trying to scare him away. Because they saw more white people dropping off in their shore, and it's like, that can't be good.
But, alright, so honestly, if you're trying to scare somebody, would you hiss?
Yeah.
Or would you growl? I don't see someone's natural response would be to hiss.
Sure it is.
You know what hiss is? Little creatures. Little creatures hiss.
Things that are warning you, stay away.
Yeah, little creatures hiss. Everything else growls. If you wanted to scare someone, you would growl or roar.
You're being very sizes right now. Anything
Are
can
you
hiss.
are you trying to insult my height now?
I'm just...
You are. You lowballed. You need sugar. You lowballed my height.
You're only 4'9", okay? I guess if anyone knows if little things hiss or growl, it would be you. Pardon me. Okay, we're off the topic now. Don't throw! Don't throw! Roll pops at me! Okay, so I think that there might be something in New Jersey. Too many people have seen it. Well, I mean, you know, a cryptid of some sort. Too many people have seen it, but I don't know. I don't know which story is more factual because, look, back in the day, they didn't know how to explain anything away with science.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, like in 1993 or in 1972.
Did you see some of the things they wore in the 90s? I don't know how.
No, honestly, everything that the 1972 sighting sounded just like any caricature. And when things, follow the picture perfectly, I started to believe in them a little less.
Because it picked at the car?
No, this one was the woman. You saw it in her rear view mirror.
Was it chasing after her?
Mm-hmm.
Why would it start just chasing after a car?
Well,
was she young?
I don't know.
Maybe it was looking for someone to breed with. You gross piece of shit. Okay. Anyway.
Okay, back to this. We didn't leave. You didn't notice a thing.
Alright, so... Okay, I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
the
Mary...
Jersey Devil.
We were talking about Mary Christensen sighting. And she spotted it in her rearview mirror. And it fits the picture too well.
So you think maybe she was a little drinky?
I'm not going to say anything about this woman's reputation. I don't know her.
Alright, fine. I think that there is a cryptid. I think there's a creature. Not all cryptids do I believe in. Well, I mean, there's a possibility, but some of them are just like, really?
Oh, she was a woman, and women do get hysterical and see things that aren't there.
I hate that. I hate that so much. I hate it a lot.
I know.
I mean, and all the women out there know exactly what we're talking about. Anytime you say you saw something, you feel something.
All the men give a looking glance to each other like,
yeah. It's her time of month.
She really wanted to see something.
Or she hasn't had any in so forever. She's in a fog and doesn't know what to do with herself.
Oh my god, I know I'm like that right now.
Stop talking.
I need vitamin D.
Okay. Anyway. Okay, so the Jersey Devil was fun.
Yeah. I mean, I came with my conclusions out of it.
I think there is something there.
Yeah.
And
You think it's a shapeshifter of some sort?
No, I don't. I think it's some sort of a creature. It could be something we haven't discovered yet.
A giant owl that was eating a goat at the time.
Hey, that one Greek philosopher was killed by a bird eating a turtle and it dropped it on his head. I mean, you tell that story and people are like,
At that point, you pissed off God.
I don't know. There was the one guy who died because he was in a big pile of poop. But anyway, I digress.
Yeah, wasn't he trying to cure himself?
Yeah, he had gout. And he was thought that to dry out the water in his body, he thought that if he covered himself with cow poop,
it would overheat.
Yeah, it would warm it, but he suffocated himself.
And it overheated him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy death. Okay, so anyway, next week.
Whoa. Drum roll. Next week. Oh, that's too loud. No, that's not better. Okay, just do it.
Thank you. Okay, our next episode, we're going to be talking about traveling frights. Cryptids, ghosts, experiences,
scary
loss
stories.
Of time, scary stories of when you're traveling. You've all heard them. We all know it. Resurrection Mary, the Ragman, Wendigo's out.
Time traveling road in Nevada.
That's what we're going to be covering next week, and I can't wait. I'm excited. So join us next week.
I'm always excited.
Disturbing. I'm your host, Bethany.
And Izzy.
And we hope that you'll join us next week for Mysterious Travels. Where's the wah?
Do it.
You can never do it.
Wah. I can't. I'm laughing too hard. Okay.
What's wrong with you? What are you laughing at?
Right. Just stop it.
I haven't had
Chicken
enough sugar for
vagina.
this shit.